Hey guys, long time no see. And I wanted to make this video for a very long period of time, but for the reason that I'm very lazy, I didn't make this video. Yes. Well, obviously there is another reason, and a lot of things were happening in my life. I moved to a new place, then I had to present my thesis topic in front of a lot of teachers, and all these things were quite stressful, but still I'm very glad because all these changes are very nice. And yes, so basically this is the reason I didn't make videos, but still I was constantly thinking because I think that I still accumulated some experience while living here in China for a long period of time, and I really want to share with you this experience. So it's very easy when your communication with Chinese people is limited to daily talk, such as like, oh, where you are from, what you are doing here in China, and all that stuff. It's very easy, it's very nice, it's very pleasant. When it comes to serious situations, it's actually not that easy, and cultural aspect plays a very significant role here. That's why, judging from my experience of dealing in some more serious situations, for example, when I had to communicate and keep in touch with my university staff, or maybe just signing some contracts or making some purchases, I realized that it's definitely not that easy. So I decided to share with you some tips, yes, some tips on how to deal with Chinese people in some more serious situations. I have them written down here, so yes, let's begin. So, first of all, I just want to say that knowing Chinese culture, really knowing it, is a key to succeeding in any sphere of life here. Otherwise, your journey gonna be quite short. So the first thing I learned is if you want to get a direct answer to your question, or if you wanna be provided with all the information which you require, you definitely have to meet in person with the representative of the company or with your business partner. It doesn't matter, because you may have a very nice chat in WeChat or in any other social media, but that at some point you will realize that all the answers are quite watery and you don't get the direct and a clear answer to your question. For example, I wanted to go to dance classes and I wanted to find out the prices of different cards. Obviously, my example is quite harsh. Sometimes you do get the price list, but in my case, I didn't get the price list. So what I got is a lesson to find out if I'm gonna like this dance, if I'm gonna like the teachers, the lessons, etc. And only then, after some negotiations, after a very nice dialogue, I only then got the price list. The second aspect is you have to be patient. You have to be patient and show that you are ready to spend as much time as needed, and you are not in a hurry, and you actually value this period of time. You value this moment. You are glad that the person provides you different kinds of information, that you have a nice talk, because yes, the whole process of discussion may seem to you quite chaotic or unorganized and useless, because you're gonna discuss a lot of other topics besides the one you want to talk, and this is just how it works here. This is the culture. So people usually like to find out more about their partner. Even if you are a client, if you just want to buy something, but for example, a subscription to something, so you're gonna stay with these people for a long period of time, they try to find out more information about you in order to make you stay with them longer. If it's a business partner, of course he wants to find out about you because it's his business, and the person is just trying to be cautious, but they do it in a very delicate way. So the main thing, a bonus for you, will be if you don't hurry, if you are quite reserved. It's just the attitude. The attitude should be very nice. You should be friendly, you should be relaxed, chilled. Only then you're gonna win these negotiations, and basically the person gonna like you, and everything's gonna be great. You are a foreigner. You know what it means? It means that you're gonna get a lot of different compliments. And my third advice is not to get lost in these compliments, because you may know a lot of things in theory, but when it comes to reality, Chinese people are very good at giving you nice compliments. When you become the happiest person in the world, your self-confidence boosts to the highest levels possible. And yes, it may be your appearance, it may be your level of Chinese, if you know how to say hello at least. But when it is a serious situation, for example, you are gonna spend a big sum of money or sign a contract when the consequences may be quite serious, obviously what you have to do is you have to think clearly about everything. You have to think reasonably. So yes, don't get lost in the compliments. My advice is to maybe give the compliment back, or take your time and don't hurry. Take some time to digest all this positive information, all these positive words about you, about a magnificent, fantastic, the best person in the world, you. And after digesting all these positive vibes, you can go on negotiating or deciding if you're gonna sign this contract, make this purchase, or start up this business, etc. So the advice of being reserved is not only related to the duration of negotiations, which is usually long, and yes, this is just the love of people of meetings. No matter what occasion is, they are very glad to organize a meeting. When it comes to higher level negotiations or higher level dialogue situations, the point is that you are being very closely evaluated. So every your movement, every your word, everything, even your facial expressions, that is why it also can sometimes make you feel nervous, stressed, anxious, which is quite noticeable. And obviously it happens in many countries. For example, during the job interviews, I feel it here more. And in some situations I was very worried about answering any kind of questions when I talk to my university staff or somebody. But so the main thing is to basically be relaxed, to stay calm and take your time. We all have the right to take our time, to think clearly, and only then to give the answer. I also wanted to say that the biggest thing ever you can do is to learn the culture. For example, knowing that meeting in person is very effective way to discuss something. If the invitation to have a dinner is made by you, it's definitely a great thing, because having food together here is some kind of ceremony. If you did this, it means that you are now on a completely new level of relationship. So you are much closer, you are like friends. So knowing these small aspects of the culture is definitely very beneficial to you and makes people like you faster. So yes, language of course is important. You don't have to master it to the highest level possible, but knowing a couple of words is great. But still, I think that knowing the culture, small aspects will gonna work for you and make your journey here much longer and more successful. So yes, these are my recommendations for you. Judging from my experience, it may seem very obvious, it may seem very easy, but I definitely know that this is very effective and this is what can help you. So yes, I was glad to share with you this stuff, and see you next time. Yo, bye bye.